Hey guys and gals, Dr. Mel here. Happy Mindfulness Monday. This is no April Fool's joke. I know it's not April Fool's, but I've been thinking about you guys. I always think about you guys before I come in on Monday, and how oftentimes in our culture there's so many things that are so common. But just because something is common in the culture or common in your life, common among your friends, common among your family, does not mean it's normal. I did not grow up being this healthy and this aware. In fact, my health was on a downward spiral from the get-go. I was born with the cord wrapped around my neck, and my parents didn't think I was alive when I came out. I was black and blue, I wasn't breathing, I wasn't crying. So once my vitals were stabilized, they thought nothing else. They thought to get nothing else checked, vitals were good, everything was fine. Fast forward a couple years down the road, I started suffering from these chronic ear infections to the point where I remember screaming in terror and in pain when I was 4 years old. I remember in the back of my mom's blue Caravan just screaming, wishing this pain would go away. To the point where I was on 8 different rounds of antibiotics. 8. Okay? If you know what antibiotics do, anti-bio, anti-life, they not only kill the bad bacteria, but they kill the good bacteria too that's within us. So I was on 8 different rounds of antibiotics growing up, to the point where all the doctors knew was, well, let's try another round, and if nothing else works, then we're just going to have to put tubes in your ear and do surgery. And my mom started asking, is there something else I could be doing to help my daughter not suffer? Is there more a natural approach? And the doctors didn't think anything of it. So eventually hey John, thanks for tuning in, appreciate you. Keep doing all that great work in Europe if you're over there. So I basically suffered from these chronic ear infections, ended up getting tubes, actually had low tone hearing loss where fireworks and tornado sirens would hurt really, really bad. Fast forward into my adolescent years, I was known as the heavier kid growing up. That affected me emotionally. My parents went through a divorce. I didn't know how to handle it. I thought emotions were weird. In our culture, we like to shove down emotions. Oftentimes when emotions come up, we don't know how to handle them. We don't know how to create a safe space for someone to express their emotions, right? Hey, Ellen, good to see you. So moving to college, I started suffering from low back pain and menstrual cycle issues. And I thought that was normal, right? Because all of us women, we struggle with PMS, we struggle with low back pain, we struggle with pain when our menstrual cycles come up. If it's common, it must be normal, right? That wasn't the case. Trying to play high-level rugby at the time, and it really affected me. It really, really affected me. I couldn't play at my highest level. And I just woke up one day and I said, enough is enough. And around that time, I had also suffered from a really severe shoulder injury playing rugby. And my coach at the time said, you should go check out this chiropractor. They could help. And the personal trainer also agreed. So I started getting adjusted. And I started seeing other chiropractors because I'd hit a plateau in one area of my life and someone else would suggest something different, right? I'm sure some of you have gone on that chiropractic roller coaster ride. So I started seeing this other chiropractor, and all of a sudden my low back pain went away. My menstrual cycles re-regulated. I wasn't sick anymore, laying on the bathroom floor, chugging NyQuil. All these things, I felt more emotionally aligned, more emotionally connected. All these things started happening that I thought it was common, so I had to accept it. I was accepting the way that things were. So what I want to share with you all today is it can be one moment in time where you wake up and you say enough is enough. And you start to question and become curious that just because something is common doesn't mean it's normal. And it doesn't have to be more normal for your life. You do not have to accept your current circumstances. That you always have a choice. It's no joke, my friends. This is no April Fool's joke. I promise you. I used to be 60 pounds overweight and very unhealthy. And now each day I choose health. Each day I choose vitality. And I want you to know that you can also have the same for your life. And because of my passion for this, because of my passion and my vision for helping others realize that optimal physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health is our given birthright, and that I want people to have trust in their body, I'm going to be creating more for you. I'm going to be tuning in more with you and sharing some of these strategies that I have not only been able to change my life, my brother's life, my family's life, but also practice members here at Inspire Life. And I want to bring more of that to you as much as I can. So make sure that you continuously stay tuned for my Mindfulness Monday. I really appreciate it. We're going to be coming out with more Talk Thriveology. It's in creation mode. So if you're curious about it, or maybe you want to be a thrivologist, a featured thrivologist on our Talk Thriveology 101, reach out to me. Really appreciate it. Peace, love, keep inspiring you guys. Have a great Monday. Make it great. Make it awesome.